Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. We're going to be going over another Brilliant Stars deck profile, and that one's going to be on Rapid Strike Malamar. I know I've covered this deck a few other times, but I've been receiving a lot of requests to cover this deck again. I think this deck might be okay for the rest of the format, depending on how things go. It might not necessarily have the best Mew matchup, might not necessarily have the best Arceus matchup, but it's certainly capable of beating both, and that's something to say in and of itself. That being said, I'll be covering over the deck list, gameplay, strategy, and more. The list is available in the description, so you can copy and paste that right into PTCGO or PTCG Live. And if there's any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Totally love to spark a discussion. Beyond that, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch up with all y'all. Let's jump into it. Let's check out what's going on with this deck. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! So here we have it, Rapid Strike Malamar. It's all about using Rapid Strike Tentacles, doing 40 damage for each Rapid Strike card that you reveal from your hand, and then shuffling those into your deck. Things to notice that this is a single prize card Pokemon, it's a single energy attack, and we could do enough damage to knock out whatever we want in formats. So if it comes down to it, we could show our opponent an Octillery, we could show them a Remoraid, we could show them Inkay. You can see we have a lot of these Rapid Strike cards. That's not Rapid Strike, that's kind of the joke. But this is a Rapid Strike card. Don't get confused with the Drizzile. And there's other things in here as well, like the Brawlies, the Korrina's Focus, and even Spiral Energy. So we want to be able to show our opponent enough cards that we're able to make things happen. We can search for a Rapid Strike card every single turn with Rapid Strike Search. We can search for things with Shady Dealings and Inteleon, even though they're not Rapid Strike components. We can search for Fog Crystals that can search for Inkay. We can search for Quick Balls that can search for Remoraids, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have ways to search things out. So the whole idea, clear your deck of non-Rapid Strike cards towards the end of the game. Your Rapid Strike Tentacles is always hidden. A couple changes that we made here. We're basically adding in a Quick Ball. Quick Ball allows us to search out Oranguru. Primate Wisdom allows us to switch a card from our hand, a non-Rapid Strike card, on top of our deck and try to get a Rapid Strike card. Sometimes with, before you use Cynthia's Ambition, because Cynthia's Ambition is going to be our main draw support here. Again, we're trying to use our non-Rapid Strike cards. You'll have something like a Boss in your hand, or a pile of Drizziles or something like that. You can get the Guru out, put a card on top of your deck, and then maybe shuffle with like a Fog Crystal, so that card just goes somewhere else in the deck for another turn that you want to be using it. So I think that's kind of cool. And of course, Quick Ball allows us to pitch cards out of our hand, like Drizziles that are just going to stay there. I think that this will end up working out to make Malamar just a little bit better. We could add a Metafy in here. I'm not necessarily worried about Rapid Strike Urshifu right now. Don't think it's a good matchup, but it's one of those things where it's not as relevant in the format as it once was. Being said, let's jump into some gameplay, see what Malamar can do. And again, all the comment section is open. If there's anything that you want to learn about this deck, any questions you have, totally would love to answer it for you. Let's see how this deck works in action. So we're going to call the coin flip. We won the coin flip. Now, we don't want to be going first with this deck. We want to be able to go second, so we have access to Sobble, Keep Calling, Brawly. As you can see, we have our choice of both, but I think what we're going to end up here is starting off with Sobble. We have more Sobbles than we do Remoraid, and of course, if we don't want to play the Brawly, we have access to other things. So, Hoopa, I'm not sure entirely what we're going to be playing against here. This does look like it's Rapid Strike Urshifu, if I ever did see anything. See what our opponent gets out here. Oh, it's Arceus. Okay, I'm much better with Arceus against Arceus than I am against a Rapid Strike Urshifu deck. So let's keep that in mind. Not entirely sure what else our opponent's going to go for. Maybe it's Crobat Barrel Dark, or maybe it's just a whole bunch of different things. Regardless, we want to be able to knock out 3/2 prize card Pokemon. Yeah, this is a really interesting Arceus variant, so we'll have to see entirely what's going to be going on with our opponent here. Zapdos, Moltres. I don't think they know what deck we're playing. They probably don't want Zapdos in this matchup. Wouldn't be surprised if this was a quick concession as soon as they see that we're playing a Malamar deck, although Arceus typically does pretty well against those decks too. Yeah, we can actually go for... I think we want to waste our hand down a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and just go Brawly. Let's go Inkay, Sobble. I think that ends up working out nicely. Inkay Sobble, attach, Remoraid. And I just want to go keep calling. I mean, it's only for one, but it's really not that bad. And we would just want to grab another Sobble here. So we have double Inkay because if our opponent knocks out an Inkay, we always want to have a backup one so that we can always evolve into a Malamar. We want to have triple Sobble down in most games. I mean, we might want to go double Sobble and Oranguru, but we'll end up seeing how it all plays out. Here I think our opponent's just going to go ahead and do some Arceus stuff, and that's totally fine. It's all about trying to hit 280. 280 is going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, so 7. The fact that they're going after the Remoraid to me, that's absolutely fine. And I'm even more fine just put out this Sobble. We're actually... Oh, they have a bunch of tech cards. Interesting. With the Lightning Energy, I wouldn't be surprised if they were playing Vikavolt. Yeah, I'm going to send up Sobble. It does give us opportunities to kind of play things out. And I mean, that Brawly is just going to stay in our hand. Now, this is one of the hardest things when you're playing a deck like Malamar. How do you decide what cards you want to be putting back in or not or anything? I think what I'm going to do is Rescue Carrier this. And what I'm going to do is retreat into this. Go ahead. Put the energy back. I want to clear my hand to have the highest chance of just getting everything possible. We still need 7. I mean, I don't think it's happening this turn, but you never know what's going to happen. It's quite possible. So let's go for Cynthia's Ambition, because we still need to get the Malamar. That's the biggest, scariest part, is we need to get the Malamar. So the thing that we could do here is Evolution Incense. We actually have 1, 2... I think we're running a little... we might be able to get it here. Let's go Octillery. Or actually not Octillery. We need Malamar. And if we go Scoop Up Net here onto this Drizzile, we could put Guru down. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we're a little bit short here. We might be able to use Drizzile here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. So depending on what we get with Guru, what I want to do is just put the Cynthia's Ambition back on top of our deck. And if we get a Rapid Strike, we can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and if we go Drizzile here, we can have the full 7 necessary to get the knockouts. I'm not sure what we want to go for the 7, to be honest. I mean, I guess we'll just go Brawly. We are going all out here, though, so keep that in mind as we power through this. So, boom, the turn 2 knockout on the Arceus. This puts us in a very strong winning position, as long as our prize cards are not terrible. And Quick Ball is not good. Remoraid is not good. So we have our top deck, and we can also see what happens with Primate Wisdom out of our top thing. So you can see that sometimes, like, you are able to get these knockouts. It is a little bit difficult, but it's possible. Any Level Ball supporter that draws Octillery, Drizzile, Inteleon, Evolution Incense, like... those are all the cards that we're really looking for here. I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent just went Thunderous Kick. At least we can use Quick Ball to get another Inkay and survive like 2 turns, considering our opponent is playing a 2 prize card deck. I'm totally fine with that. I don't know who I want to send up, but I'm probably just going to have to send up Guru. The reason why I'm sending up Guru, and I don't want to send up Guru, it's the only card that I can use to maybe get something. And you can see here, like, we're just struggling a little bit. So let's go Primate Wisdom here. Put a card on top of our deck. We do get the Scoop Up Net. So if we go Scoop Up Net here, Drizzile into this, I think we're okay. We still have to watch out for Scoop Up Net because we only have 2 left for the rest of the game. But we can grab an Evolution Incense. Evolution Incense can grab Octillery. And we can use Korrina to just draw a hand. We might have the possibility of getting something going on here. Not like a crazy possibility, but it's certainly a possibility. And I'm just going to thin my hand down as much as possible. So let's grab Korrina. That's the reason why we play Korrina, because it is searchable and we have opportunities to make things like this happen. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the hand like this and hope our opponent goes for a knockout at some point, because then we're just jumping back into the game. Knocking out this Octillery would be absolutely amazing for us. We just have to knock out 2 more Pokemon, right? Like, that's the way that I'm looking at it. But we can grab Scoop Up Net. Like, we can go Level Ball to grab Scoop Up Net and make all that kind of stuff happen. Let's see what our opponent does. They haven't used their V-Star ability yet, which is interesting. But we might be able to just go Scoop Up Net and make things happen. Hopefully they just go for a knockout here. That's best case scenario for us. Do they have any darks in their discard pile? They do not. Okay. Maybe they just want to attack with Hoopa this turn. If they go... Okay. Not attacking with anything. I think we could actually just get the knockout on the Zapdos this turn, because we only need 3 to knock out the Zapdos. So let's go Level Ball here, search our deck for Drizzile. Drizzile is going to allow us to search our deck for a Scoop Up Net. Before we use Scoop Up Net, I think what I want to be doing here is going Primate Wisdom to put something like Rescue Carrier on top of our deck. Seeing if we can get something else. There's nothing there that I really want with that Rescue Carrier. So what I'm going to do here is, because we need 3 to get the knockout on the Zapdos, I am going to go for Remoraid, and just kind of search through the things like with Level Ball here. Level Ball, Inkay. Scoop Up Net this so I never have to see it again. Send this up. Boss's orders, bring up the Zapdos. And I'm going to search my deck for a Rapid Strike card. What I probably want to grab here is just another Sobble. So you can see we have the 3 necessary for the knockout. But I don't want to see this Oranguru ever again. So we're just going to go ahead here, put the Sobble down so we have access to another Drizzile target. And let's go for Rapid Strike Tentacles. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Knockout. Knockout. We're totally good. And we're down to 2 prize cards in this matchup. So as long as our opponent doesn't have any like spreading Pokemon, I think we're pretty good. A deck like this can be very difficult to deal with. But you see we have access to Fog Crystal. We have access to Malamar. We have access to Scoop Up Net for next turn, potentially, to get extra cards in our hand. I think this is probably our wave, even if our opponent does get a 310 HP Arceus. To me, it seems very, very, very reasonable. And we might just see a concession anytime here soon. Very possible that they're just like, they miss, or they don't necessarily get what they're looking for, and they just expect that we're able to get the knockout. I don't think we'll be able to get the knockout if our opponent doesn't knock us out. Oh, Raiku's in their deck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Ooh, the Collapsed Stadium. I'm probably just going to get rid of this Drizzile. I think that makes the most sense. The reason why I want to get rid of the Drizzile is just in case we get another Drizzile or a Scoop Up Net that we still have this Sobble still alive. So the Collapse Stadium's a little bit tough. There's a reason, like, I wish we had something that wasn't just Tower of Waters. But that's still okay. Cynthia's, we could still play a Cynthia's and draw up until 5. This only, we need to knock it for 3. So I think we're still chilling overall. Yeah, I think we even just got the 3 here with the Fog Crystal, but let's just go for Cynthia number 1. They probably think that we're wasting a Cynthia. Let's go ahead, search, see if there's anything else there. Yeah, let's grab that. Let's go Octillery, Rapid Strike Search. We might as well just grab another Rapid Strike card anyways. Here I'm just going to grab a Brawly, because I'd rather Brawly be at the bottom of the deck. We're going to keep the Fog Crystal there to search out Inkay after we shuffle them back in. So what I want to go here for is Rapid Strike Tentacles. Put these for sure there. So 1, 2, 3, knockout. We're down to 1 prize card left. Our opponent's still at 5. We should still be good here. And you can see we just keep on getting more Rapid Strike cards into our small deck. So as long as our opponent's able to take a knockout here, all we need here is to knock out 7. We did it once really early on in the game. It's not hard for us to do it later on in the game. It's actually much easier, much more concise for us to do it in the game. You can see our hands all there. I don't think our opponent's making it through this one. Also, when you're going for your final knockout, you don't have to put an Inkay down. They see the writing. It's on the wall. We take those dubs. So we just lost the coin flip, and our opponent's choosing to go first. Lucky for us, we do want to go second. And this is one of the reasons like we have a hand like this. It's so that we are able to use Keep Calling. Going first, it wouldn't have been too bad because we have like the Level Ball to search things out. But next turn, we're all ready to set up. Don't ever put the basic Pokemon down there. It can certainly be very difficult to deal with. New VMAX is definitely a relevant format deck. It's tough though sometimes to beat. So let's go ahead and play these down. We want to save those for Sobbles. So what we're going to be searching for here is going to be Inkay, Sobble, and that's going to get us fully set up so that we're good to go. Double check through your deck when you're going through here. And remember to stay on top of your game if you have the opportunity to do so. Make sure you're hitting for the right amount of damage. I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent's just going to try to go Meloetta against us. That's totally fine if you ask me. Okay, so there's our Eliso Sparkles. They're getting fully powered up here. Oh, they're just going for the 1 energy. Interesting. Maybe they just have some prized, and you can see that they don't have Genesect, but that's cool. We should be able to get some knockouts going on here. I'm cool to send up the Inkay because what we can do here, they're just going to concede. Okay, we take those. We beat Mew, everyone. We got it. Let's go. All right, so we're going to call the coin flip here. I'm going to call heads. We won the coin flip. We actually do not want to go first with this deck. So that's a common misconception. No, we want to be able to go second so we can use Keep Calling with Sobble or play a Brawly. We didn't get any of those, but we do have Scoop Up Net to get into it. Might just be the best case for us. Now, we also have a decent bit of stuff to get things around, and we'll see what happens when we top deck or anything that's going on here mulligan-wise. Playing against a Leafeon deck, we should be okay. Not really the most format-relevant deck, but certainly a deck that you could face like at a regional championships or at your local league or something. Let's see how this goes. We gotta watch out for quick shooting Inteleon potentially. We did get the Brawly back in business. We're chilling. Let's see how it goes. They're probably just gonna grab another Leafeon or a Sobble, and I wouldn't be surprised if they ended this turn with greening cells getting ready to start knocking out some Inkays. Good thing about a deck like Malamar, you're just always expecting your Pokemon to get knocked out, so it's really not that big of a deal. So before doing anything, we just want to go Brawly here. We definitely want to get another Inkay, a Remoraid, and a Sobble, just double checking to see what we can get out of our hands. I think we might want to... Do we want to hold on to that Quick Ball or not? It's a tough one. I think we're just going to go like this and grab another Sobble, and I'll explain why in a second. It's because we have this Fog Crystal right here, so the Fog Crystal is going to allow us to grab an Inkay, and the Level Ball is also going to allow us to just grab things, but we didn't want to grab 3 Inkays. So this deck's about as good as the Sobbles that you have. Be sure to double check what's going on in the deck. You can see we have an Octillery prized. Not really a big deal, nothing really crazy. We do have our Inteleon there. Got energies, like we're doing okay. So there's our Sobbles, and I feel pretty good about this board state overall. I don't want to attach anything. I'm ready to get the knockout next turn and beat our opponent up after using Cynthia's Ambition. So we will we'll attempt to do that. We have some plays that we can make happen here. And we have access to Evolution Incense for our Inteleon, or for our Malamar, and we have access to a bunch of stuff. Maybe our opponent's just going to attack us with a 2 prize card Pokemon. They have 200 HP. We got to watch out for like quick shooting at best. But I think we'll outpace our opponent prize card wise. Galar Mine, I mean, it's not really going to matter. Hopefully they evolve into a VMAX because I really think we could shoot and get the knockout next turn. But at the same time, I'm also don't want them to put out a VMAX because it's much easier for us to not get a 200 HP Pokemon. Are they going to go for Leaf Blade? Well, I guess we'll find out. So maybe this is going to be for the Evolution Incense. We'll have to see. There's the Evolution Incense. I'm assuming that we're going to be going for that Leafeon VMAX. I mean, Leafeon VMAX is chilling only at 310. 310 is 8, 16, 24, 32. So that's going to be 8. 8 that we need. So we'll attempt to get there. Think best case scenario for us is going to be Evolution Incense here, searching for Octillery. The reason why I want to go for the Octillery first is because we could definitely can search out a Malamar and use Rapid Strike Search. I'm actually going to keep everything in the hand, including the Quick Ball, because we could transform that Quick Ball potentially into something else. And we don't want to discard things like Brawly. As much as Brawly is not really useful, it's a Rapid Strike card that we can put away with our hand. So let's go ahead, put this there. We have the Energy beforehand. And again, not searching for the Malamar because we want to draw into more of those cards. We want to have more of those cards in our deck. That's kind of okay, but not entirely what we were looking for. I think we're going to miss the knockout this turn. And that's okay. We'll attempt to get there. And we don't have any in our discard pile. So, I mean, first and foremost, we need a Level Ball, again, to go for an Inkay. So we need to put one down on our bench. That's the biggest thing, is just getting one down on our bench. There's no reason for us not to go for a Rapid Strike attack at this point. We're kind of built into that. And I will go Level Ball for a Drizzile. I think that sounds like a much better play. So let's go Drizzile, search our deck for, I guess, like another Level Ball, just to get out another Drizzile. Level Ball, search our deck for Drizzile. And I think what I'm going to do is search for a Cynthia's Ambition. I think that might end up working out a little bit better for us. Or maybe we'll just search for the Brawly here. Just like another card that we can hit for 2. Yeah, let's just go for Brawly. I'll hit for a little bit of extra damage here. Let's go for Rapid Strike Tentacles. Not a lot. You can see that we drew into a little bit of a bad hand, but that's what you'll get at the beginning of the game. We're going to try to thin this deck out a little bit more so we can hit for optimal amounts of damage. So that's cool. Like, they might go max leave 170, heal some damage. Quick shooting is really going to be the scariest function about this game, but we do have Scoop Up Net if anything happens like that. I don't think this is going to get too out of hand, but you got to watch out for it a little bit. And remember, we're trying to win the game in like just 2 attacks, so if they do go for a Leafeon, oh, they're going to go for the double quick shooting. Geez, our opponent's going crazy. If they ever have the opportunity here to go quick shooting, Scoop Up Net, quick shooting, that's a worst case scenario for us, just to put that out there. So we might need to get a third Inkay down. That really is a real possibility for us in order to chain these knockouts. But we'll have to see how it plays out for our opponent. They shouldn't be playing cards down if they do have a Scoop Up Nets. I'm totally fine if they go after the Sobble. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe they just hope that I don't have anything. So now that they healed a little bit, it's 260. So I believe 260 is the same as 280, so it's 7. Gotta hit for 7. 7 is going to be 280. 280 plus 50 is enough. If we did 6, we'd be off by 20 damage. So let's go for Inkay here. I mean, the Rescue Carrier is not bad. We have the Energy here. That Quick Ball is really going to hurt a little bit. Because there's nothing that we really can do with the Quick Ball. And I don't want to get rid of his Scoop Up Nets. I think what I'm going to end up doing here is just going to go for Inteleon. I'm going to search my deck for a Cynthia's, and then I'm going to search my deck for another card that I just can't necessarily get rid of. So I'm going to end up just going for like an Evolution Incense or something like that, and using the Quick Ball to discard the Evolution Incense. Not like my favorite move of all time, but I do want to get rid of that quick ball because that is holding off on some things. There's another Inkay, so I'm feeling okay about that. And again, the goal here is 7. I think we should be good with the Scoop Up Nets and the Rescue Carrier. We should be big chilling here. Let's go like that. So you can see in our hand, let's go for Fog Crystal here. See if there's nothing in the deck, so that's a little bit tough. Definitely a deck that you want to know exactly what's going on with your prize cards. I should have known that there was that we have the Psychic Energy prize, but that doesn't really change too much. 1, 2. Let's go for 3 cards there. 4, 5. I'm gonna Scoop Up Net this. Search my deck for a Drizzile because I want the Drizzile to survive as well. I could probably just go for an Evolution Incense here. That seems fine. Search for another Malamar. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think the best play that we can make is do this, do this, just in case they get the knockout there. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's put the Remoraid back down. So as long as I did my math correctly, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 280, 280 plus 50 is definitely going to be a knockout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knockout. And we have the triple Inkay just in case our opponent decides to screw up everything for us. And we still have Inteleon to search things out. That Guru might not necessarily be super helpful, but it might help us if they decide to attack us with another Leafeon here. And we did get the Psychic Energy, we did get some things, we did get another Sobble. Like, we have some things going for us. I think we're in an okay-ish spot. The fact that they're attacking us with another VMAX is certainly going to be good because we drew half of our prize cards there at once. That's the biggest thing, is we drew half of our prize cards. Everything that our opponent did before that is just less than what happens. Are they going to go for the knockout with the Leafeon V-Star? They could bring something up with Ivy Star. Certainly could be interesting. If they have the Scoop Up Net, they might be able to get the knockout on the Drizzile and draw double prize cards. But it looks like they're just not going for that. That is our second Malamar knocked out. Cool. Not sending that up. Let's send up Inkay. Let's see what we top deck. Okay, Korrina. I'm totally cool with Korrina. Let's go like this. Psychic Energy. At this point, I think I'm probably fine to put down a Guru. And let's go ahead and go for Inteleon. I think what we want to search for with Inteleon is going to be Evolution Incense and maybe an Ordinary Rod. It's probably the best case scenario for us to search for. So let's make that happen. Let's go Ordinary Rod, search our deck. Let's do both. Let's add an Inkay and a Malamar. The reason why we're adding the Inkay back in the deck is because it is searchable with Fog Crystal. We might just win the game here. We need 8s. And the Psychic Energy, we definitely don't mind having one of those in the deck. Could have definitely gone for a Korrina's there. That would have been a little, or it would have been a lot better. I didn't grab a Cynthia's Ambition. So that's definitely my mistake. So we're going to be forced here a little bit differently than what I want it to be. So let's go for Octillery. I mean, we still have opportunities here to jump back into this game. Let's go ahead and play Korrina's Focus. So we are a little bit out of this. We might be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go Rapid Strike Search. think I might have screwed up a little bit here. With the Korrinas, we should have been fine had I just grabbed the Evolution Incense and Korrinas. But that's really where like mistakes could be made. We wanna save the Korrinas. I mean, there's nothing here that we could just go for the Fog Crystal, and I think we're still just fine. Fog Crystal away, the Inkay. So you can see like one just like small little thing can definitely like screw you up a little bit. Let's go Rapid Strike Tentacles here. I'm actually just gonna save one of those energies, going for the knockout. I think our opponent's gonna be in a little bit of a rough spot still. And the reason why is because I think they're just gonna attack with a Leafeon VMAX. Oh, they have triple quick shooting. Okay, yeah, this is game over. I mean, you could definitely make some mistakes like this. It's I would never expect triple quick shooting Leafeon VMAX, and me not getting that knockout certainly is going to be terrible. If we put down an Inkay, they could just do triple quick shooting. So we will give our opponent the well played. It's one of those things. Don't miss the Korrina, don't miss the Cynthias like I did. It certainly can come and get you. I don't see there being a way that I could jump back in this game. The only thing that I could do is attack with like an Inkay. There's nothing else, so we'll give our opponent the well played. It just shows you how this deck can make mistakes. Even when you're in the groove, you really got to be paying attention. So that's one of the things that makes Malamar a difficult deck to play. As you can see out of those games, Malamar is not necessarily the easiest deck to play. It's not the hardest deck in the world to play, but there's certainly a lot of things going on. So I would really consider whatever's going on when you're playing Malamar. And you could see in that last game that even a small misplay here or there could really change up the fate of the game. So give this deck a try if you are looking for a challenge. It is a budget deck. It is relevant in the format. As you can see, you can beat Arceus. You will have a Mew player concede against you. And I mean, maybe you'll just lose to Leafeon like me with triple Rapid Strike Inteleons, right? Super fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this Brilliant Stars deck profile. Give this video a like. It really does help boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and just let me know something in the comments. Even just saying anything really helps boost this video. We'd really appreciate some love on this channel. And stay tuned for a whole week filled with content. Stay tuned from some channels that I do like supporting here. Metafy, Pokémon, I can't even speak. PTCGO Store. You can tell I'm a little bit tired today. It's been a long one. And Atlas TCG. Stay tuned for some words from them. All right, I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLesage. That link is in the description, and you pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth. If you're looking for a great deal on some physical Pokemon TCG cards, you can head over to atlascollectibles.com or atlastcg.com. Type in whatever cards you're looking for. So Arceus V-Star is absolutely hot right now. Let's search up Arceus V-Star. You can see they have a great selection of cards, and it's continuously getting new stock all the time. And we can add these to our cart. You can see I already added one to my cart. So when you're going to check out, you can use code ZLesage8. Use that code, and you can save off your order. That was $4.80 of savings just off of an Arceus V-Star. It's all in Canadian pricing, and they do shipping across the world. So by all means, check out atlastcg.com, atlascollectibles.com, and use code ZLesage8 to save on your next order of physical Pokemon TCG cards. Check out PTCGO Store.com, the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You can pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You can add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need. And you can go to the discount code right over here, and you can put in code ZLesage5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.